Good morning, geeks and gamers. I am tired. I was up till like 5 o'clock in the morning playing Titanfall. Yeah, playing Titanfall 2. It was worth it because it's the greatest game ever made, and it's finally back, and it's glorious. And Ryan might actually play. That's how much we love Titanfall, right, Ryan? You're going to play Titanfall 2 with us?
No, that's quite the claim. That came out of nowhere.
What, Titanfall 2?
No, that I was going to play.
yeah, it's that great of a game, man. It's the best game ever. So I think and look, there's no representation. There's no, like diversity as a strength, all of that. It's just playing the game and awesome mechanics, titans, explosions, death, and it's beautiful. So Ryan,
I might have the my PS4 version of it still. I don't know.
You got to get it on PC. It's $3 on Steam right now. $3.
I ain't paying $3 for a game I already play or I already own somewhere.
Hey, apparently,
I only do that for a Grand Theft Auto 5.
I don't know if it's
or Skyrim
or not. I have to go back because this happened when I'm playing Titanfall. I am so locked in. I don't get a chance to look at the chat. Apparently, we had somebody from Respawn in our chat last night. I don't know if that's the case or not, but they were talking about how excited they were that because the player base is huge now. Like it's like 20,000 people playing it on Steam now, and I'm sure we were one of the bigger streams that had it going. But yeah, it's cool. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, literally anybody can say that. But Lord J just dropped 10 gifted memberships to get the party started. What's up? Thank you, Lord J. But yeah, how was your weekend, Ryan?
It was all right. It was really busy. But yeah, I got to watch some football yesterday. I owe Chris Cran, if he's in the chat, I owe him Fazoli's breadsticks. We made a gentleman bet on the Bears game, which I already knew I was going to lose. And Baker Mayfield took care of business. So maybe I'll get some for myself while I'm there. That's the only positive that's coming out of it.
Tua's MVP season continues. 2-0, baby. Let's go.
Can't be MVP if you only play 8 games. That's the problem.
Man, he's going all the way this year. Jeremy, I looked up that guy and it was true. Found his Twitter. That is crazy, man. That is super cool. So we had somebody in chat or Respawn person. He said he primarily worked on Apex Legends, but they were just really happy that was such a big pop for Titanfall returning. So Titanfall, for everybody understands, Titanfall came out Titanfall 2. When did it release? 2016, maybe? Something like that. And I was a huge fan of the original Titanfall as well. That was, I believe, a 2012 release. And it was an Xbox exclusive, also PC. Then Titanfall 2 came out to multi-platform, PlayStation 4 and Xbox, and then obviously PC. But it came out like during the Battlefield and Call of Duty releases. So it basically, EA kind of fucked it. It did relatively well. It did okay. Reviews were through the roof because everybody loved it, but it just flew under the radar. And eventually the game kind of fell apart. A lot of people stopped playing it. Respawn stopped updating it because Apex Legends became their focus. And it's kind of been dead for several years. It was hacked to death. It was unplayable. There was only a few thousand people that were dedicated to it over the years. And then suddenly, like 2 weeks ago, out of nowhere, Respawn updates the playlist, gives you new game modes, fixed matchmaking. And now everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people are playing the game. And I don't know if something more is going to come from it. I'm not a fan of Apex Legends. I hate that game because it represents Titanfall 3 not being made. But that's where we're at with it. So I'll be playing a lot of Titanfall 2 for the foreseeable future, as long as the game works. So there you go. There's the backstory on that. Who do we have here? Yes, I was up till like 5 a.m. playing.
Will it ever, do you think if there's a big enough response to this, they'll make a third one?
Yeah, well, the rumor, and it was kind of confirmed that Titanfall 3 was like 10 months into development, and they basically axed it because they're focused to Apex Legends because I guess
they're probably making money hand over fist on Apex. Like
yes.
Why not?
And so I think I mean again, if you play Apex, that's fine. I think Apex is a fine game. It's basically a Dollar General version of Titanfall, though. Titanfall is the superior game in every aspect, and that's just where we are with it. We'll see. We will see. I hope so.
I mean, like right now, there's like 400,000 people playing it. Apex.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
Huge
like
numbers. Huge. Yeah.
and it's like constantly like that. So yeah, I mean, we talk about it. We talk about it with things like Star Wars or whatever too. It's like, this might be like a super passionate fan base, but will it resound with the general public? You know, if
Yep.
you put all that money into a Titanfall 3, will it just be these people, like this small fan base that has been clamoring for it forever? Will they be the only ones to support it, or will it get bigger than that? And
Mhm.
from a financial perspective, as much as it sucks, from a financial perspective, it might kind of make sense to just stick with
Well,
Apex.
Titanfall is not a normie friendly game, and I think that's one of the things that hurts it. It's not a game that you can just pick up and start going, "Oh, this is fun." Like it's a hard game, and especially right now, the people that are playing Titanfall, if you're playing online, the campaign's great. By the way, if you just play the campaign, it's a fantastic campaign. But if you just pick up Titanfall multiplayer and start playing, you're gonna get wrecked hard, and it's a tough learning curve. And so that's one thing that's holds it back from being this mass appeal game is it's just not an easy game to pick up and play. But neither here nor there. But it was we played it on PC because that seems to be the biggest audience right there. I normally play on PS5. I'm having to work some of the buttons are a little bit different, so I may have to remap my buttons. But we'll be playing more. I created a private server, so it's the 199. So we'll get all that worked out, and hopefully a bunch of people can join in our server and we can play. So, Ryan, what do we got going on today? Well, we got super chats. I can read those.
Yeah, we got a lot of super chats coming in. Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got Cole, Hauser, Yo, Ryan, and Jeremy just saying, what's up, Jeremy? Do you have a P.O. box? I can send you something. Hail the 199, Yo, Joe, and praise Ara. Praise Ara, Ryan.
Praise Ara.
That's got to be our new thing now. Memeing your saying of that abbreviated word.
We're going to change the channel memberships to that. Goodbye, 199. Hello, praise Ara.
Oh, man. Somebody says, is Jeremy good at Titanfall? Yes, I'm damn good. I believe I had the highest single points of any match. Well, maybe the opposing team, but on any team I was on, I had one match I had 208 points, 26 pilot kills. That was my best match of the night. But yes, I consider myself relatively good at Titanfall. There's people that are far better than me. My God, there's people that are so good at that game. But
and now that more than 200 people are playing it, it might come crawling out of the woodwork.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, a lot of people said I was going to get owned when I got on PC because I've been playing on PS5. That's just not the case. It took a few matches for me to kind of get rolling on PC, but once I got my feet wet, it was fine. Jay Hellstorm, that autistic SOB. So this dude played on PS5 with me, and he got wrecked really badly. Like, it was really bad. And I had to roast him. I mean, he was getting like 25 points, which is unacceptable per match. It was bad.
That's like killing a couple grunts.
Yeah, it was really bad. And so Hailstorm like stayed up all night, like went through a deep dive of the mechanics on YouTube, and then started grinding through it. And now he's really good all of a sudden. This is the same idiot. This idiot Hailstorm. Last night, I was like, "Hey, we're gonna end it. We got to go to bed." Or I got to go to bed. He goes, yeah, I got to finish One Piece. And I'm like, oh, yeah, man, it's really good. You should check it out. I said, what episode
He's talking about the anime?
Yes. Yes.
Like, I got 1,000 episodes to watch.
No, he's already up to 900.
Well, I mean, did he have like a head start or anything? Or
no, he started after he saw the live action.
He can't be watching every episode. He's probably
only 22 minutes.
Still. Like,
this is a guy who did a 72-hour live stream on Twitch.
We're talking about 22,000 minutes. But I have heard people say that there's a watch list online to skip through some of the filler episodes.
He skipped filler. He said there was about 100 filler episodes.
Yeah.
But still, we're talking 800. That's crazy.
Pretty retarded.
Mm-hmm.
I expect nothing less from Jay Hailstorm, I guess.
The dude did a 72-hour stream. 72 hours. Crazy. But yeah, let's see. All right. There's so much going on. There's so much to talk about.
Is there? KCW for 199. Ryan is the Yasuke of G&G.
Is that a compliment?
I don't know. It's some fucking anime reference probably, so I don't know. Who's Yasuke? Let me see. Sounds like a fucking girl.
Butter Biscuit is says, is Camelot still banned on social media? Shout out to Camelot and the trouble he's been having. He is. I retweeted. I tweeted about it. So if you guys want to go and retweet my tweet, I did. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see what people say.
Yasuke Urameshi is the main protagonist of the manga and anime series Yu Yu Hakusho. Hakusho, whatever. He's a spirit detective tasked with protecting the human world from various supernatural threats. There you go.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go retweet this, I thought it was I call Twitter because it's Twitter, but apparently it's @support now. But anyway, if you guys want to go retweet this, help get some traction on that. But yeah, Camelot's having some trouble right now. So you know how we do it. 199, we got people's back when they're going through trouble. So shout out to Camelot. Hopefully everything gets worked out.
Yeah.
If enough people retweet these tweets, not just mine, but like Nick Ricada's, Quartering, Flash, whoever, like if enough people show enough, if they can signal boost it enough, it will get handled, I believe. We've seen this situation. Imagine that. Now we have to go on Twitter to get Twitter's attention like we always have to do with YouTube. Do you still call Twitter Twitter?
Usually. I think most of the time.
I don't like calling it X, and I'm calling tweets tweets and retweets retweets.
Well, I certainly do call them tweets. If I'm like reading an article, it might say on X, and I'll like read it like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll take a while. It'll take a long fucking time to get that changeover. Especially the idea of just calling it a post is weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Instead of just saying tweet, but whatever. I think I still even say tweets. Like if I do videos, I might say Twitter or tweets.
Yeah, I saw like there was a poll, like 69% of people still call it Twitter, and that makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know, man. I don't love the rebrand, but I think that Elon has bigger plans for it. But like Twitter in general, Twitter has changed fundamentally.
Like, to be honest, it doesn't really matter what people call it. What matters is if people are using it, I suppose.
That is true.
Like, regardless of whether you call it Twitter or X, they probably don't really care, in the meantime.
Yeah.
Because both mean the same.
It is, dude. I can't. I use hard to believe anything that's on Twitter these days. The monetization of Twitter, which I don't want to say the monetization of Twitter has ruined it, because I think Twitter was ruined already. But it has changed it, fundamentally changed it. And now, like, everything that you see is questionable. It's either AI or it's a skit or it's out of context. It's crazy. And I like it. Well,
that's how everyone should have been treating every single thing that ever appears on Twitter for a long time. But yeah, it certainly seems to be prevalent. And I feel like because we've seen this for forever. You'll see some moment go viral and people try to capitalize on it. So they'll try to recreate one of their own that'll be fake, whether it's like a trans person, getting into it with some random person on a plane. Like, that looked fake as fuck the other day. Like, yeah, exactly. So they'll see that and they'll think, hey, we can go viral if we create something and set this up. They'll try to do that. That's been happening since the internet existed.
Yeah.
Just is
Did you see the whole thing about ripping the gay flag down in the school?
Yeah, that looks such bullshit. One, I'm like, what kind of fucking class is this?
I know.
Everyone in the class seemed like they were 25. Mm-hmm. It looked like it was in a closet. And what is this fucking random woman doing there? It didn't feel right. None of the dialogue felt right. So I have a tendency to just not believe anything.
All the right-wing accounts were like, this mother standing up for rights. Where I was like, are you guys actually watching the video, or are you just seeing someone give your opinion, do something that you validate? Because like if you watch
a flag over the the United States or map of the world or something, it's like, what the fuck?
Because Megyn Kelly retweeted it. I'm like, are you kidding me right now, Megyn Kelly? Are you? Here we go, right here. Like, this is just all right. So at least it's gotten community noted, so I'll give it credit for that. But yeah, this went mega viral. All right, mega viral.
Hey, nuts! What are you doing? Nuts! Nuts! But I came came.
So over the whole entire.
Yeah, it's like I was like just puzzled as to how this happened. But I don't understand. It's also like almost 4 o'clock, which is weird to me. I don't know.
Wait, what are you doing? Not. I came. I am not paying my. How dare you? I am not paying my tax money to support. Get out of this type of now. Like, why do you have this hanging? And why do you have this hanging up? It's part of the students. Here. No, it's not part of anything. Mom. That is uncalled for. We are paying you to teach history, and that's what you need to be teaching. Excuse me.
When they bring the whiteboard into view, can you pause it to see what it says on the whiteboard?
Yeah.
You are excused. You are. Do you see what's on the side? No. This needs to go exactly where it is, in the garbage. You need to go in the garbage. I'm teaching my son to grow up to be a man. And I don't want you hanging no flag.
I'm calling security.
Hanging a flag up for you to sit up there and teach them the type of stuff I'm trying to keep them away from.
I told
GED
you what happened.
class, yeah.
I told you somebody can't gonna get mad.
You need to be teaching history.
33, please.
No, you need to be teaching history.
Shut up.
No,
Get out.
I'm not getting out of nowhere.
like that.
I'm not getting out.
Yeah, look at this. Like, how old's this guy? Like, it just didn't feel right. Like, none of the back and forth didn't feel right. But I don't know. What is this? Can we see what it says?
Hey,
Oh, it's too blurry. But it's like a whiteboard that has like two. Like, what fucking class is this? That's what I'm asking.
You talking to me? Your son ain't failing. My son ain't failing. Yeah. He needs to be failing because you got a flag hanging because of you. Over the United States of America. You need to.
God, there is a video of them talking about how it's a skit.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see if I can find it real quick, because Megan Kelly actually retweeted when she, yeah, right here it is. Here it is. All right. Here is the. I think this is it right here.
So you won't get it.
Shove it up your son. Shove it right up your.
And you need to tell y'all mom to get y'all out and ban this teacher. This teacher is out.
I'm sorry. I have three more of those flags, so don't worry about it, everybody. Sorry you all had to see that. And so why don't we dismiss class right now, because I'm very upset. Thank you for being here.
I told you.
Hey guys, this is all a skit. What was your opinion in the situation where the mother came down and took down the flag saying that her tax dollars isn't here to support this particular thing in the school? Comment down below. We can't wait to read your comments.
Oh, I'm sure you're gonna have fun reading the comments from that video.
Yeah, like I felt the same way about there was one that went viral the other day about it looked like a flight attendant at an in a plane who is supposed to have it said it's a female and it's like, no, I'm a man, some trans person standing up to them. That also looked very fake. So I don't know.
Yeah,
you see that shit from time to time.
It's crazy. But yeah, that's social media for you in general. So it is what it is.
Yeah, someone said maybe they'll get canceled for like even pretending to throw the flag in the trash. Should be pretty funny. All right. Weird Man Productions for 5. Hail and praise Ara. Let's get this week started off right with a shouting argument. I don't know if we're gonna argue today.
Maybe not today. I'll figure it out though.
Thunderstrike for 5. Thanks for the kind words on FNT. My daughter's doing great. I got to touch her head Saturday, and we'll get to hold her later this week. Thunderstrike, you must be the one whose wife went into labor super early, and your daughter's in the NICU. So I'm really happy for you, man. That's scary stuff, awesome. Stressful stuff, but glad she's doing okay.
Happy to hear that.
Warwick of Legion Cast, member for 17 months. What's up? Pilgrim Media for 2. Callie's proven they'll indict without evidence. SBZ for 2. Ryan, gonna watch anime first before playing Titanfall? Yeah, exactly. As soon as I get through my back catalog of anime that I have on the list to watch, then I'll play Titanfall. Let's see. Crazy Clown Town, member for 14 months. Praise Ara from the 199 Battalion. Thank you. Keely Chow, member for 3 months. Is it true you're enrolling at Alabama so you can do tryout to be Alabama's next starting quarterback?
Man,
I think he's talking to you.
They need all the help they can get right now, man. It's rough. I obviously wouldn't count them out. I know a lot of people are going to be dancing on their graves right now, but this is Nick Saban. So let's see how the season progresses. This next week's going to be interesting with Ole Miss. But yeah, it's really bad right now. It's really bad. Bama's in bad shape. Really bad shape.
Praise be Ara for $2 says Ara. Thank you. Cole Hauser for 2. Jeremy, where can I send you some G.I. Joe toys?
Yeah, so it should be in the description. Let me look and see.
I think
Yeah,
Jeremy's
in
P.O.
the
box is
description.
probably in there.
Yeah, my P.O. box is in the description of the live stream right now. So you can find that. And you can send me whatever you want. All the Joes you want to send me.
Linko Kenobi for 30 months. What's up, guys? Looking forward to watching you guys tonight playing Mario Kart. I'm playing Mortal Kombat now. Love it, especially Invasion Mode 199.
199. What's up,
Have you
Link?
seen some of the Mortal Kombat screenshots from the Switch?
I haven't. Is it bad?
Let's see if I can find a couple of them. I saw one post like, Nintendo fanboys keep saying graphics don't matter. Mortal Kombat said bet. It's just like the worst shit I've ever seen.
I mean,
Mortal.
as a very, very outspoken Nintendo fan, I don't play third-party titles on Nintendo Switch. I play first-party titles. If there's a third party, like was that Contra game coming out, even though it's just a 2D side scroller, I'm still gonna get it on PlayStation 5. I'd rather play it on PlayStation than Switch.
Hold on. All right, let's just go through Mortal Kombat Switch, see what we see.
All right.
So there's one that people are looking at. That's that's one of the things. Here's some of the eye-popping visuals for the $70 Nintendo Switch version. Look at the difference between these scenes. And again, it's a different system. It's a different so I don't really mind it being different. Although if you are going to charge $70, I do think it's kind of wild for it to be $70 on that same platform. Here's some more.
What on earth is happening?
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
That's really good.
Let's see what else we have.
What the fuck?
Eye-popping visuals. God, look at that screenshot. Look at that.
Yeah, that's awful. Holy crap, that's terrible. That's not good. That's not
Oof.
good. Yeah, PS1 looks better. Yeah, listen. If all you own is a Switch, then I mean, obviously, more power to you. Obviously, you're gonna enjoy whatever version you get. But if you have the ability, if you have a Switch and another console or whatever, get it on the other console. Switch is good for first party titles.
Yeah, this is the one I saw. Nintendo fans keep saying graphics don't matter. Mortal Kombat heard you loud and clear. $70 for this. Look at that.
Oh man, that's not good. Not good at all.
That's rough.
But I do agree graphics don't matter, like when it comes down to it. Now, if you're comparing though, again, this is why it's important to like focus on the first party side of things. But yeah, obviously when you're talking about comparatively, like even Titanfall looks much better on PC than even PS5, you know what I mean? It's just how it is.
Where am I? Well, there's no like PS5 version, right? It's just the upscaled PS4 version.
What's that? Titanfall? Yeah, it's just the upscaled, yeah.
Yeah, so I like that at least there's some like you can kind of understand that.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily optimized for PS5.
Right.
All right. Daniel Valencia for 199. Ryan is the Asuka Langley of G&G. Asuka?
Where are we at here?
I don't know what these fucking Japanese people are. Rabid one for 2. Anime not rated R is pervy crap. Akira or get the fuck out.
Akira's good.
Shadow Saiyan for 5. Ryan, would you rather get anime recommendations from chat or multiple 1984 recommendations from Comics Division? At least you guys are fucking paying for your anime recommendations, whereas I just have to keep listening to comics talk about 1984. Like I didn't read it in high school and like 3 years ago. Doll Life Dan, member for 4 months. Manga recommendation for Ryan. Yusha Zenbu. A guy gets revenge on the party that betrayed him by making all their moms into his slave harem. That sounds cool. Tobias Nexus for 5. Switch is great for first party and a lot of indie games. Same for PS4 and 5. But anything that comes out for Xbox is automatically going to PC too. It's true. Dark Obsidian for 10. Would you two be willing to play Baldur's Gate 3? I think you mean Baldur's Gate. To be honest, a lot of it looks cool.
I've actually considered getting it. It's just a matter of finding the time between all the other games that I have going on. Being a gamer, it's really like there's just so many games out right now. Gaming is at a very good place. Like obviously you can find problems with certain things, but overall there's so many damn options out there for games, man. It's crazy. It really is. So
there are a lot of games out there. Yes,
gaming's in a really good place right now.
All right, I guess we should talk about this whole Russell Brand thing, Jeremy.
Let's do it.
I think it might have been Friday. Russell Brand came out with a big statement that he put out on social media, knowing that a big hit piece is about to come out on him, where he said, hey, there's this thing coming out. I categorically deny all of these things. Obviously, I lived a pretty crazy lifestyle, but all of the things I ever did were consensual. And the day after, a big piece drops, an investigation and all these allegations between the years of 2006 to 2013 of these women that say Russell Brand did horrific things to them. And we have a couple things to talk about regarding this story. Actor Russell Brand accused of rape and sexual assault. I refute these criminal allegations. 4 women were part of this. Is not a criminal thing, but it was with a couple news organizations working in concert to get this story out to people. It wasn't that long after his management agency terminates ties following the allegations. A lot of people have categorically said, just based on the allegations, he's guilty or he's innocent, one or the other. Russell Brand was a fucking rock star for a while. Whether it was actor, comedian, all this stuff. He's been very open about his lifestyle before getting help, whether it was with drugs, whether it was extreme sex addiction. He claimed at one point he was sleeping with like 80 women a week. And these allegations are now out here. And some of the evidence is a little bit sketch. Like this is the text message that they're using, where clearly halfway through it, it changes. Like you can actually see it's offset. Like this part that looks like it was copy pasted. This part suddenly turns blurry. It's weird, right? But one can't help but notice the coincidental timing of once Russell Brand kind of changes his politics and starts getting a big platform, going against independent media, going against woke Hollywood. Suddenly these things come out. What's been your take on the entire situation?
My take on this has been that the message has already been sent. Forget guilty or innocent. The message has already been sent. Look how quickly he has been defamed. It's like this is to scare any single person out there to not speak out. That's what this is essentially done. This is to let you know that if you speak out on anything, you are the media is going to smear you. He's been smeared. It's everywhere now. It's crazy. From my perspective, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pretend to be a Russell Brand fan. I've watched, I know Drinker, he had Drinker on, which was awesome. I've appreciated some of his more viral takes. Those are the only ones I've really seen because I don't actually watch him consistently. But it's pretty clear that this guy is being railroaded, and regardless of truth or what happened or what didn't happen, would this be happening to him if he wasn't sharing the opinions that he's sharing now? And I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be.
The answer is absolutely no, because even in the article, they admit that the reason these 4 women felt comfortable finally telling their story is because what a big platform Russell Brand was getting, right?
Yeah.
So, listen, 2 things could be true. Out of the probably 1,000 women that Russell Brand had sexual interactions with, could a couple of them maybe have been like whatever? Potentially, sure. It could absolutely have happened over the past 15 years. But it could also be true that they decided to come out now in a very vindictive way. Didn't say anything for so long. I don't fucking know. What I get tired of is the idea that allegations come out, and based on whether you like someone's politics, that determines how you feel about it. The reality is there's some questionable evidence that's out there. Like I said, we can look at this, right? We can look at this thing right here, and you can see, look at that offset. I don't know if you can see that, Jeremy.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Look at the offset in the text message. Look at how it changes blurry all of a sudden.
Yep.
And also it's describing a situation that, although it's described as like this brutal, violent rape, it turns out more like, oh, you said we're going to have sex with a condom and maybe you stealthed me, which doesn't make that okay, but it also is very different than what I think a lot of people have in their heads. But the fact that immediately this comes out and you have some people that are trying to cut ties with them, trying to sever ties, it's just bullshit.
Yeah.
You see this happen all the time just with allegations. And obviously, a lot of things need to happen. I don't know whether it did or didn't happen, but it's certainly way too coincidental to just be, oh, happenstance that it came out right now. And he deserves, just like anybody else, their due process.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, it's crazy. You saw the papers and the media coverage and how that was all compiled together and how it was plastered all over. And that's the whole point behind this. Like, guilty or innocent is irrelevant in today's world of social media, and that's the whole thing. Guilty or innocent is irrelevant. Once it's out there, and you're branded with that. No pun intended. And that's just how it is, and that's why these things continue to happen, because so many people just react to it. Look at the damn viral video we shared earlier. Like, that thing went nuclear before people started going, hey, this isn't real or whatever. But the point was made, like, people went mega viral. It's going to motivate more people to do it because the truth is irrelevant. And in this situation, the truth is irrelevant. He is getting railroaded, and I guess time will tell how if he's gonna overcome it or what. I mean, we've seen this time and time again. Like,
I'm always gonna question things when people don't go to the authorities. They go to, like, 15 years later, they go and talk to a news outlet, right? Inherently, people are going to question those things, because if these things happen to you, you just didn't decide to say anything for 15 years. You know, you didn't decide to go to the police. You weren't worried about this happening to another person. Those questions are always going to come up in a situation like that, and I think rightfully so.
Yeah, so I guess I'll have a lot more to say on Cobra Cast tonight to get into, like, all the other political side of this, but the whole thing is just crazy, and it is the media. I'll just say what I said on Twitter the other day. Like, the media is the true enemy of the people. They are. You know, it's crazy. There's a certain list out there that the media doesn't want to talk about. There's, powerful people that were involved in that list, and I don't ever hear questions about that or concerns about that from the media. That they only seem to be interested to talk about your accusations or checkered past if you go against certain companies and certain narratives. It's essentially what it comes down to.
I also do think, on the kind of flip side of it, we're moving from the era of believe all women to believe no women, regardless of anything.
Yes.
You know what I mean? From the outside perspective, Russell Brand, I'm not a big Russell Brand fan. I like that he's been speaking out lately, stuff like that. Back in the day, I couldn't fucking stand this dude. At the height of his fame, I couldn't stand Russell Brand. I didn't think he was funny.
Agreed.
Could I see something like this happening to a guy who has admitted he was addicted to sex, that he was addicted to drugs, like all these things? Yeah, of course I could see him, out of probably 1,000 sexual interactions with women, having a handful that were weird in some way, right? I don't think that's out of this world. However, just like anybody else, they deserve due process, and you should see all of that stuff play out. You can't just have it based on accusations and weird, funky screenshots that don't even really depict what you're trying to pretend it depicts.
Yep.
That's my whole thing. I certainly don't think that just because Russell Brand has been speaking out about the vax over the past couple of years, that means that in 2007, he never did anything wrong. You know, I just think that there's like no nuance left in the discussion for some of these things. But at the end of the day, just like anybody else, you got to prove it. When it comes to Russell Brand, we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. But it's certainly a dedicated mainstream media push to damage his reputation.
Yeah, and it has been severely. I don't know if it's been damaged too bad. I mean, but from the normie perspective, it's definitely been damaged. And I mean, it seems like Elon's got his back, which is that's a powerful ally to have, for sure. Elon's got his own problems he's dealing with, not on that particular front, but in terms of battling a lot of the powers that be. Wild stuff going on, man. Wild stuff. I'm telling you, next year is going to be crazy. We are in for a shit show. It's going to be wild. Can't wait. Looking forward to it.
Disco Cobra for $50.
50.
Shout out Disco Cobra. I'd seen a video by Better Bachelor, Manosphere guy, and he pointed out some audio clips that seem to be AI generated from supposed victims. They might be using AI to smear him as well, which is insane to think about. Crazy world we live in.
AI is terrifying, man. AI is terrifying. It's get to the point you can't tell anymore. And it's only going to get better. It's going to get more advanced. Like, have you heard these Tupac songs that were generated by AI?
No.
Literally just, dude, I'm a mega Tupac fan. All right. I can name every album. I said all the words in the songs too. Leftist mob. What are you going to do about it? But these new songs from Tupac sound just like Tupac, and it's all AI generated. What? AI is terrifying, dude. AI is scary as hell.
It's 2 letters. Tomac for $50. I think I may have found one Ryan will like. How about you check out Dark Love? Sometimes you just got to put women's in their place. Dark Love. All right. I don't fucking know. I got too many fucking recommendations. What is it even about? Sounds like a biracial love story. Tobias Nexus for 2. Baldur's Gate 3. Get it, mod it, and enjoy it far more. Thank you. Class C radio member for 4 months. Keep up the great content. Love the show. Thank you. Linko Kenobi for 10. I have Assassin's Creed Mirage, Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, and Super Mario Bros. Gotta make time for those games. There's a lot of games.
Did you get Nut Bunny's super chat about the Unity game engine? I think you might have missed that one.
I don't think so.
Has G&G, this is Nut Bunny, has G&G covered the Unity game engine debacle? Their underhanded price changes. It affects a significant portion of the game industry. We haven't covered it yet here on this channel, so you're going to see me covering more gaming topics, but Tuesday night's main event, I feel like we're going to have a really good discussion about that whole topic, so stay tuned. Tuesday night's main event, we're going to be talking about that and other things going on in the gaming world, so stay tuned.
Yeah, I have heard a little bit about it. I can't say I know a ton. I know they issued some big statement, I think either earlier today or late last night about it. Apparently they were charging for wild shit like downloads or something. I don't know.
And
but I have heard people talking about it.
The backlash has made them start to already start walking some of those things back. So it's a big story. It's a huge story.
Yeah, fees per install. That's right. I also wonder too sometimes if it's how much thought these companies put into something. So if they want to make a change, they do something that they know people be completely fucking outraged about, and then back off of it so it looks like they're listening to or compromising, but really they're still getting a push towards what they eventually wanted. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Where was I with that?
Tobias Nexus says Switch is great for first party and a lot of indie games. Same for PS4 and 5. But anything that comes out for Xbox is automatically going to PC too. Yeah, I mean, Switch is fantastic for the first party, and the indie games are crazy. There's an insane amount of indie games on Switch. But yeah, like it is cool playing on. It was cool playing with everybody for Titanfall last night. I still prefer to play on my PS5, but it looks like PC is going to be the preferred method moving forward, since there is no crossplay on Titanfall 2. So stay tuned, everybody.
Andy Plays Games, welcome to the channel. Macabre Society for 1776. There's a fan edit of One Piece called One Pace. It takes out all filler in the intro and the outro. It will save you a lot of time. Hey, there you go. Let's see. Andy Plays Games for 5. Ryan, would you rather have an officially fired and disgraced Kathleen Kennedy or a based as fuck Brie as your girlfriend? I guess it would, like, an officially fired and disgraced Kathleen Kennedy would be great, but it doesn't necessarily fix anything.
No, it fixes nothing.
So, it'd be funny, right? It'd be funny to make videos about, but it doesn't necessarily fix anything at Lucasfilm. So if the question is, if Star Wars was saved, right, would I take that? Then yeah, but not just Kathleen Kennedy being fired.
Kathleen Kennedy getting fired means nothing. It means absolutely nothing.
We said that one for Disco Cobra. Dragon Dan, member for 3 months. Late scanning in. Good morning to you both. Jeremy, is Dragon Ball something you'd watch alongside One Piece or after you're caught up?
I mean, I've seen quite a bit of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball doesn't interest me as much as One Piece. I enjoy watching One Piece far more than Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, I'm not saying it's not cool, but it doesn't grab me like One Piece does. One Piece, the story, the characters, their journeys is interesting, whereas Dragon Ball is just out there, man. Dragon Ball is way out there.
Ruthie with some eyes for $5. What's up, Ruthie? Sir Hat for 2. Please review redo of Healer. I'm okay. Mark of Reality for 5. I saw Anna, that Star Wars girl, getting grief on X for defending Russell Brand. I looked at the accounts criticizing. They're all accounts with 5 to 20 followers.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've seen, there's been a lot of people who have caught heat on both sides of the thing for Russell Brand. I saw Anna, like, just bring it up, obvious shit, like, hey, you start talking about this, and all of a sudden you get a media hit piece. So,
I probably stepped in it, man, because Krista told me that, like, One Piece and Dragon Ball fans are, like, it's a big rivalry, apparently. So I can already tell the chat going at it. So there you go.
Competition for who can be the most gay. But speaking of gay, we got to talk about Disney. Because Disney has another massive failure on their hands. We already knew that Disney was basically the loser at the box office this summer with multiple massive flops and huge disappointments, despite the media trying to spin it otherwise. But the latest flop for them is something that shouldn't have even come out in the summer. It probably should have come out, I don't know, maybe around Halloween sometime, and that's Haunted Mansion. We talked about it over a month ago when Haunted Mansion came out. Another remake, something else that they did 20 years ago that they decided needed a remake for no reason, that they spent $150 million on to produce, let alone whatever the hell the marketing budget was. And we asked the question then after that miserable opening weekend, is it going to be another Disney flop? Well, the answer is pretty clear. Haunted Mansion will end its theatrical run earning less than $120 million worldwide. The movie carried a huge $150 million budget, not including marketing, and is one of Disney's biggest flops in recent times. The movie is set to release on Disney Plus on October 4th. And I'm sure when it releases on Disney Plus on October 4th, it'll get incredible views and they'll brag about how well it did. But it does not change the reality that this is a massive fucking flop. Here it is. It's only sitting at $106 million right now. It'll be lucky if it gets to $120 million by the end of its box office run. But it just seems like every single thing that Disney's involved with right now, this ends up being the final story.
Yeah, I mean, they are struggling. I think Disney's name, I think the name is now has negative connotation everywhere. And it's all because I think it all stems back to the what was that? The leaked Zoom calls with the executives talking about their not so secret gay agenda and having these executives talk about how they had these trans kids and all of this. I think that right there is that it's not the single moment, but I think that right there was a big moment for them. Then you add the content failure. You know what I mean? You add the content failure on top of it. And then things like the failure of Star Wars, the failure of Marvel, the failure of Pixar, all of these things start adding up. And it's now getting to a point where people don't trust Disney. And that is something that 5-10 years ago, you could have never imagined. Families trusted the name Disney. They knew, hey, we can go and support this because it's going to be good for our kids. It's going to be safe for our kids. People don't feel that way anymore. They just don't.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that pre-COVID, right? When you look at the box office, in 2019, there was like $8 billion movies, and I think Disney was involved in like 7 or 8 of them. Post-COVID, post all these things happening, not talking about COVID in terms of people not going to the box office. I just mean with all the stuff that happened to come out during that time period, like those leaked Zoom calls, like the Don't Say Gay bill, which is actually the parental rights and education bill in Florida, Disney coming out and supporting, teachers that want to sexualize kindergartners. All these things. When we look at the state of the box office, you've had Barbie, you've had Mario, you've had Oppenheimer, which nearly is hitting $1 billion, which is crazy to think of. You've seen all these other studios have big successes, while Disney is yet to have one of their own movies actually cross the $1 billion mark. Because No Way Home was a Sony movie. Keep that in mind. Disney saw nearly none of the profits from that. Avatar 2 was a 20th Century Fox production, obviously, which owned by Disney now, which was started before Disney bought them, right? That's James Cameron that's been in the work for years. But in terms of their own shit, we've yet to see them hit that $1 billion mark or even the $900 million point. Whereas all these other studios seem to be having, in between flops, these big, massive hits. Disney, you can't say the same thing. And they're struggling everywhere, whether it's their theme parks, whether it's their streaming service, whether it's their box office.
Well, they're struggling everywhere because I've got breaking news right now.
Is this real?
This is real. This is a real report. Walt Disney World has shut down a major part of the park because there's a real bear in the park loose. Real bear in tree reportedly causes Adventureland, Frontierland, and Liberty Square to fail to open with park. Bear in a tree at Magic Kingdom. According to WDW Magic, unconfirmed reports state that a bear is in a tree located near Big Thunder Mountain Railroad in Frontierland.
Is that here in Orlando?
Yes.
I don't believe that. How's a bear get? Are there bears at Disney?
There's
Are there animals there?
Not at Magic Kingdom, but like Animal Kingdom's way on the other side.
Yeah, that bear would have to fucking hitchhike to get there.
So right here, as we shared this morning, cast members are stationed at the entrances of Adventureland and Liberty Square, preventing guests from entering the western half of Magic Kingdom. At the time of press, following the attractions are temporarily closed. This is on a lot of different sites right now. So if you go here, if you just Google Magic Kingdom, you don't have to Google anything. Just Google Magic Kingdom. Right here, bear in a tree at Magic Kingdom closes more than 10 Walt Disney World rides. Rumor, bear causes Magic Kingdom closures. Wild bear loose. That's inside the Magic. So there's.
Whoa, hold on. We've got a picture of the bear. We've got a picture of the bear
Here we go.
Loose at Disney World, guys. This is the bear that is loose at Disney World. I think this one actually makes a lot of sense. To be honest, based on what we know about Disney and all the people who work there, this is an actual view of the bear that is loose at Disney. They're not letting children anywhere near this bear.
If you know the meme, you know the meme. So
Yes.
if you know the meme, actually, okay, I do have some breaking news now. We found out more information on this bear. Here we go right here.
Canadian bear.
It's serious though. I mean, this is from Entertainment Weekly took their article down. The Entertainment Weekly posted 27 minutes ago, Disney World forces to close rides after finding wild bear in park. I clicked the link and it's gone. The link is gone.
I just don't believe it. Like, I don't think there's a bear there.
This is crazy. Let's see here.
I don't know if there's bears in Florida. Bears live in Florida.
Let me see.
Black bears are the only species in Florida. Adult male black bears are this big. I don't feel like they fucking live here. Like by us.
All right, so they do have, so the park is closed, at least those sections of the park. Why? We don't know, but the reports are that there's a black bear. What the fuck?
I don't believe it, dude.
This is amazing. So nobody can confirm anything. All right, but that's just what the reports are, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere right now. Let's see. Let me refresh. Okay. So I refreshed, and here I'm going to share my whole screen right here so that. All right. So WDW News has it, and that's an updated story. Real bear entry reportedly causes Adventureland Frontierland. The Entertainment Weekly one is gone now. So the Entertainment Weekly one is gone. As for Yahoo Sports 31 minutes ago. That's wild, man. So I don't know. I don't know.
Tom, get us the breaking news.
Yeah, Tom, where you at?
We need toe shoes, Tom, to track down this bear and get the exclusive footage for park hopping.
This is amazing.
I saw Tom was in the chat earlier. Shout out Rogue Attraction.
Shadow, I think it was Shadow Dragon. You're the one that mentioned it. You said Magic Kingdom is closed. So I looked it up. And then I was like, wait, it's closed because there's a bear? What? That's wild. So I think it was Shadow Dragon that mentioned it first. Tom's probably already heading to Magic Kingdom right now when he heard. He's probably toe shoes and Zord
Lacing
are
up
en
his
route.
shoes.
Hell yeah, let's go. That's funny.
All right. Let's see if I can find where we were. Butter Biscuit for 5. Jeremy, why don't you bring the gaming stream back with Disbrew and Lethal on Saturdays? Bring the gaming news talk back. Yeah, a lot of people don't even know Disbrew is part of Geeks and Gamers. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know it. It's Saturdays. I couldn't commit to it for sure because my weekends are try to do some family stuff and everything there. But I'm open to it for sure to bring it back. I want to have more gaming discussion on the main channel for sure.
Taker for 5. Throughout One Piece, Luffy never shows. Is it Luffy? Luffy. Fuck. Never shows any romantic interest despite a female character crushing on him later on. Some people claimed he's asexual.
I mean, I can't speak for the anime. I mean, I've only seen a little bit of it, but I like that there's not like any bullshit romance in the anime. I mean, in the live action. I hate that shit in my entertainment. Get that shit out. I don't need that gay crap. So, feelings and fucking making out in the middle of a fucking fight and war. So stupid. Get it out. Get it out.
Oh, look. Tom says talking with a cast member at Magic Kingdom right now.
Look at Toe Shoe Tom. Look at Toe Shoe Tom stepping up.
Shout out to Tom. Go subscribe to the Rogue Attraction.
Hell yeah.
Check him out. Let's see.
Tim P says creator said no to romance for his series, not to focus. Hell yeah.
Steel Leg of History for 199. Is that Jay in his Canadian Bear outfit? Maybe. Maybe.
The whole chat went crazy with Canadian Bears. As soon as there's a report of bears. Doug B. What's Jay doing in a tree at Disney? Did you already read that one?
Not yet. No.
Okay, Doug, what's up, Doug? How you doing, brother?
Butter Biscuit for 6 months. I guess I got to try to get back into One Piece anime. I could have a few years ago, but I chose the anime Fairy Tail instead. You should check that one out too, Jeremy. A little over 400 episodes.
There we go.
I don't know where y'all motherfuckers find the time. The fan with no name for 199. Excuse me. Bear in a tree. Has anyone seen Jay lately? Joseph A for 2. Bear in a tree at Disney. Is it Canadian? Serious for 2. Someone help get Jay out of the tree. Cheesy Tarian for 5. Can't the trafficking division of Disney relocate the bear? Only enough tranquilizer for the kids. Yeah. That was my thought. But hey, I think we're all caught up there. Again, thank you Duffy, for the $20 for Jay as well.
Doug in the house. How the hell are you, Doug? Yeah, I'm looking for more updates on this, but we do got Tom on the story. That's all we need. That's all we need.
I have a heart. I don't know. Like, how does it make its way there?
Let's see. This is 15 minutes ago from the Mirror. Bear sighting at Walt Disney World causes chaos at theme park, closes multiple rides. Here's my thing. There's got to be pictures. You know what I mean? All the tons of people that are there.
But the thing, if it didn't open, though, no people were there. It would just be cast members that are there. That's the thing. They didn't open. They didn't close it. It just
so,
never
that's
opened.
True. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking though.
Praise be Allah for 2. Did Jay drink too much and is stuck in a tree? Jay says it's not me. Tom is saying it's not uncommon. Like, there are bears on property. Okay. Well, why the fuck are there bears there?
Jay says it's not me.
Yeah, Jay,
I like
that's
that's
me.
I like that's how it's all he added to the conversation. It's not me.
What is this? Gringosaurus for 199. Relax. That bear identifies as a squirrel. Everybody be perfectly fine then.
Yeah, won't be no problem.
Everyone will be perfectly fine. But other than that, we're all caught up, Jeremy.
All right, so we got Mario Kart tonight. Hell, I might just play Titanfall again. I got Cobra Cast tonight. I'm going to talk more about the Russell Brand stuff. Obviously, we're going to talk about Trump's interview with NBC, that shit show that they tried to, they tried and they failed. But yeah, Mario Kart tonight should be fun. And a lot of gaming stuff going on. So I might even make a video, Ryan. I might make a video. I saw you retweeted that Grand Theft Auto thing. I don't believe basically any news that comes out about GTA 6. Like, I don't either. That's why I just put laughing my ass off.
I don't know. It would be funny though.
I hope that's the case.
There's ways that it could be funny, but it's
Hell
just so
yeah,
stupid.
man.
The fact that that's even a story.
Yeah. I hope that's the thing. I also like Todd Howard comparing Starfield on Xbox to Zelda on Switch was such a dumb thing to say, I thought. When I think Zelda, I don't think Switch. You know what I mean? It's like Zelda's been around forever and a fucking day. I think Nintendo, but I don't think like specifically the Switch. And Zelda was created by Nintendo, whereas Starfield is not created by Xbox. If anything, no matter what, if you're going to talk about game brand recognition for the Xbox, what game do you think of when you hear Xbox? There's only one. Halo. Halo,
Yeah.
that's what you think of. That's just, and that's the comparison. Halo to Xbox would be Mario or Zelda to Nintendo. That would be the brand recognition. Starfield is not exclusive on Xbox, by the way, either. It's on PC. So it's not an exclusive, and nor is Halo anymore. But in terms of just the brand recognition, Halo is the thing you think of with Xbox, not Starfield. And I just thought that was dumb thing to say. Doug B just dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, brother. How the hell are you, man? I hope you... Doug, don't get your card locked out. We got Cobra Cast tonight, all right? Don't get your card locked out yet. By the way, I've got the direct dono set up on the website. We're finalizing everything, so I should have that implemented hopefully by tomorrow for Tuesday night's main event. We'll see.
Gary's Beard Crabs member for 5 months. If you need a bear at Disney, taken care of. Call Jay. There you go. Wood Chippy member for 4 months. After the whole gator incident, Disney has to make sure the only predators present are on 2 legs. 199 for life. Zach Branham for 2. You sure it's not Xi Jinping dressed as Pooh?
Hey, it might be.
Can't be sure.
It might be.
And then Connor, member for a month, says bop, boop, beep.
Thank you,
go.
Connor. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Again, if you have not played Titanfall, or if you're just interested to see what Titanfall is all about, I left the stream public here on the channel. You can go check it out. I would say skip past the first match because my audio settings were jacked. So you couldn't hear anything we were saying. Maybe skip past the first match or 2. And then I got all the settings worked out. And then I was able to focus and everything like that. But yeah, what a great game. So happy it's back. It is the GOAT, in my opinion. Greatest first-person shooter ever made from an online multiplayer standpoint. Other than that, I'll see you guys from Mario Kart. Have a great night. Have a great day. And we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.